Hey guys, Willie James here from Dreamhouse Music, and in this video I'm going to do a quick beginner breakdown of the song Jireh. It's in E flat. I'm going to go through the different sections and go from a beginner perspective. Maybe you don't even know what chords to play, right? You don't really understand how to get to those chords. And secondly, in this video, I also want to go over, well, what if you want to play it in different keys? I'm seeing a lot of tutorials on YouTube how to play it in E flat, the original key, but what if you want to learn it in F, or your praise team feels it's too high and they want to change the key? I'm going to show a simple 4-step process that will help you not only understand how to play this song, but how to play other songs by ear. Okay, so before we get into it, if you want to learn gospel, worship, want to learn how to play by ear, click the link below, grab my free PDF, sign up for my course, and also like, share, and subscribe to share it with the community. Let's jump right in. Okay, so first thing, we got to talk about my 4-step process for playing by ear before we get to the chords. Okay, so number one is to know the scale and the numbers. Okay, so this song, if you've already listened to it, you should have, is in the key of E flat. Okay, so that means we're going to use the E flat scale. Okay, now all the chords, melodies, riffs, and runs come from all these 7 notes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So step number one, know the scale, know the flats and sharps. Okay, and you're gonna assign each note in the scale a number. So it's just counting up. 1 is E flat, 2 is F, 3 is G, 4 is A flat, 5 is B flat, C is 6, and D is 7. Okay, all the chords come from these notes. Okay, so that's number one. Know the scale and assign numbers. This is very important to playing by ear. This basic principle here. Okay, know the numbers. Don't just know the letter names. Right? Know the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Step number two is you want to build the diatonic chords, or know the diatonic chords of the song. Okay, or of the scale. Okay, so for every major scale, there are diatonic chords, or standard basic chords that are built on the scale. So if I play chords up the scale, it would be like so. See how I'm not just playing the scale, I'm actually playing it in chord form. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's called the diatonic chords. Okay, now let's slow it down maybe. So I've written it out here in my Diatonic Chords PDF. To get access, click the link below, grab my PDF and my quick start course to get access to this. I have it, all these chords in all 12 keys, okay, to make it easier for you. So on the 1, because we're on the E flat scale, is E flat, and the diatonic chord is E flat, G, B flat. It's diatonic because E flat, G, and B flat are in the scale. Okay, as you can see. All right. So that's the 1 chord. And in other keys, all the other 12 keys, the 1 chord is always major. Second chord will be minor. In this case, because we're in E flat, the second note is F, and the chord will be a minor. So built on F, minor chord is F, A flat, C. Okay, on the 3, which is G, it's G minor, G, B flat, D. The 4 chord, I'm going slower here if you're a beginner, A flat, C, E flat. Okay, remember I'm going up the scale in chord form. These are the diatonic chords because all these notes in the chords belong to the scale. That's the name, diatonic. They belong. 5 is B flat, D, F. The 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is C minor, C, E flat, G. And then the 7, which is D, is a diminished chord, D, F, A flat. Okay. All right, so you want to take some time, digest this, even before you learn the song. All right, know the scale and the diatonic chords. Okay, and step number 3, if I didn't mention it, is to chart out the, what I call the bass progressions, the bass note. So what I've done is I listened to the track and just charted out the bass note, and the bass note gives you the framework or the chord progressions in the song. So if you see here, I have intro, I have 6, 1, 4, 1. Okay, so what is 6, 1, 4, 1? Well, if we go back to our diatonic chord chart, 6 is C minor, right? 1 is E flat, so C minor. We'll play it in root position. So that's a basic six chord. I'm playing the C, E flat, G, and then the regular C on the bottom. Okay, and then the 1 chord is E flat, E flat, G, B flat. That's the B flat chord. And what did I put? Then it's 4-1. So 4 is A flat, C, E flat, and then the 1 is back to E flat again. Okay, so it's 6, 1, 4, and then back to 1. Okay, now to play these chords with both hands, what I usually do, let's say you're on the 1 chord, okay, E flat, G, B flat, I'll take the 1 and the 5, so that's the top and the bottom note, and just repeat it in my hand. Okay, very simple. Okay, that's if you're playing beginner. You could play more fancy, bigger, extended chords, but at the basic, this is the basic form. Okay, and so you could do that. So you could do that for C minor, C, E flat, G. I just repeat the bottom note and the top note, C, G. Very simple. So if I didn't know how to play Jireh, but I knew the numbers, right? 6, 1, 4, 1. So sorry, 6, and then it's a 1, or we could play the 1 higher up here. 6, and then 1, and then the 4 is A flat, and then back to the 1. We'll play it down here. Okay, see how simple that was? You could pause and rewind this video if you're ever lost. Leave a comment below. Let me know if that makes sense, this whole number system. Okay. Step number 4 would be to enhance these chords, which we kind of did. Because this video is for beginners, we could go into more chord embellishments, like you could extend the chord, which means to create 7th chords. Usually in simple worship songs like Jireh, you would use you could use 7th chords, 9th chords, and even 11 chords. Well, in this case, you wouldn't use it on the 1, but this is what's called chord extension. So that's where you get your 7th and 9 chords. But as a beginner, you wouldn't go past 9 chords usually. Okay, so where do I get the 7 from? Well, it's basically you're naming from the root, you're counting up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we say E flat major 7th, then it's a D, and this D is in the E flat major scale. If we say 9, you're counting up more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is F. Okay, so this is E flat, just a regular 1, 3, 5. This is E flat major 7th because the D is 7 steps from E flat. If we add the 9, remember this is called chord extensions, we're just counting up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're counting up the scale. Okay, so those are chord extensions. Okay, if I'm going too fast, you want to learn a bit more, click the link below, grab the PDF and course. Okay, and then there's alterations, which will be for next time. Okay, but that's the 4-step system. Know the scale and the numbers. Know the diatonic chords. So your scale and your numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The diatonic chords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chart out the bass progressions, which I did for the song here. Okay. So I have the verse, and you see these numbers up here, and I'll explain what they mean. And then enhance the chords, which we just talked. So now let's jump into the intro. So the 6 is a C minor, as we suggested. Now, depending on what level you're at, if you listen to the track, there's a line, okay, and it's just G, B flat, C into the C minor. And what I'm playing here is an inversion of C minor. So C minor regular form is C flat, C, E flat, G. Sorry. The inversion is just you're putting the bottom note on top, so the C goes up here. Okay, and we call that first inversion. So, okay, so that's the 6, and then the 1 is E flat. So now the 1 chord is this, but in the track he actually moves this G to the F. Okay, and that's called a add 2. Okay, add 2 because you're going the notes that's 2 steps up from the bottom. So if our chord is E flat, which is the 1 chord, 2 would be F, 1 2, because you're using the scale. So if we're on the note E flat is the root, then we're counting up the E flat scale, and if we count up the E flat scale, 1 2 is F. So that's called the E flat add 2 sus 2. I say the same thing. Okay. Okay, so instead of this regular E flat, he has his F. So slow, da 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 da. Okay, or basic, da da da. Right? If you want to be exact. And then for the 4 chord, it's just A flat, C, E flat, A flat, E flat on the bottom, and then into the 1 chord, which is E flat in first inversion. Okay, so da da. Pardon my singing, it sucks. Right? That's all. You can pause and rewind this video. I'll also show you how to slow down YouTube videos to learn them. Okay, so the verse. So we have the number system here, 6 5 4 1, and you may be like, what's that? Well, it's all the chords, right? So here we have 6 5. What's the 6 5 in E flat? Well, it's C minor. Okay, so 6, okay, and then 5 is B flat, right? And then the 4 is A flat, right? And then the 1 is E flat. Okay, you see that? So now if I wanted to go to a different key, I would just, let's say this is E flat, let's say we wanted to play an E. Okay, there's the E chord. Okay, so what is it? 6 5 6 5 4 1. Sorry that I'm going back and forth here, but 6, I'll just read it from the Diatonic Chords PDF. Let's say your person wants to do it in E. So the 6th chord in E is C sharp minor. 5, and then 4 is A major. Sorry, I skipped over 5. 5 is B major, and the 4 is A major, and the 1 is E major. Now this would take some time, of course, depending on your skill level, right? But let's say I wanted to play an F. Okay, and I'm flipping back. 6 5 4 1. Okay. So 6 in F major, because we're in the key of F major, the 6th chord. Remember, you know your scale, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is F major scale 7. Okay, and then I look at my diatonic chords. So 6 is D minor, 5 is C major. Okay, and then 4 chord is B flat major. And then the 1 chord is F. Okay, that was just an example of why we're using the number system instead of writing out, the chord names, because the number system can apply to all 12 keys. Okay, let me know in the comments if that makes sense. All right. Okay, let's go back to E flat. All right, so E flat. Let's go through the song. So we did the intro already. So you're in E flat now. So right, do 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 do. Right, those are diatonic chords. Okay, so 6 5. Then I am right now. Wasn't holding you up. 6 5 4 1. It doesn't take a trophy to 2. Okay, 2 1. Okay, 6 5 2 1. Okay, very simple. I mean, it's just 6 5 4 1, right? 6. Whoops, we got to go to E flat. Right? So 6 C minor, 5 B flat, A flat. All right? So that's very simple, right? You could memorize the numbers or write it out yourself and put the numbers to the song, and then you're golden to play in all the different keys. Okay, so the next verse is basically the same progression, 6 5 4 1. You see that 6 5 4 1? If you look at verse 1, it's the same, 6 5 4 1, and then it doesn't take 5 6 2 1, and then 6 5 2 1. Okay, let's go through it. So I'm going through a storm, right? That's a 6 5, but I won't go down. I can't sing the song. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me for and out. And then you would cross, which is 5, the ocean, 6 to 2. Okay, we gotta explain the 2 because it's not just a regular 2. So 2 in E flat is F minor, F, A flat, C, but it's actually a 7th chord. 7th chord is just 4 notes, and I have it in the PDF here. Just go to the second column. We have a F minor 7th. Okay, so it's just a F minor, and we add the next note, E flat. Okay, so easy way to build 7 chords, just counting 3 up the scale. So if we're in the key of E flat, okay, all right, we want to play the F minor chord, just counting 3s. 1 2 3 up the scale, 1 2 3. Okay, if we want to build the 7th chord, so this would be an F minor 7th chord, just count up from C, 1 2 3, and we're just going up the E flat major scale. All these notes are in the scale. So this is a F minor 7th because E flat is 7 steps from F, and this is a minor, so F minor 7th. Okay, and we play the 1 and the 5 like so. Okay, but usually I like to take out this note and have this voicing here. Okay, so the voicing is just a different arrangement of the notes. So this is the original root position, but then we put the F and the C on the bottom like so. Nice open chord. Okay, and to the 1. Just wanted to explain that. So the verse, 6 5 4 1. I hear your voice, 6 5, to call me out. Now you would cross the ocean. Here's our 2 chords, so I wouldn't drown. Okay, 6. You never been closer than 2 1. Okay. Now let's go into the chorus. All right. So 5 6, 4 and 1. So what's the 5? Well, B flat chord. 6 is C minor. The 4 is A flat, and then the 1 chord is E flat. So 5 is and this might take some time, right? But I'm just going through and showing you the process. So Jireh is 5 6, and then 4 1. Right? Jireh, you are enough, and I will be content in every circumstance. That was a 5 6, and then the 2 1. Okay, Jireh, right? 5 6, you are enough. 4 1. Okay, very simple, very repetitive. Okay, and then the next part is forever enough 5, always enough 6 4, and then it does a, you can say 1. I wrote 1 over 3. 1 means the E flat chord, and then the 3, see I have the 1/3. The 1 means the 1 chord, which is E flat, and the 3 is just a single bass note, 1 2 3, which is G in the key of E flat. Okay, we're all talking about the number system here. So Forever enough 5, always enough 6, more than enough 4, 1 over 3. Okay, and I'm playing 1 over 3 like this. Again, forever enough, always enough, more than enough 4, 1 over 3. Okay, I think it goes back to the next verse, but I didn't want to go through that because it's the same as verse 1 and 2. So the numbers are the same: 6 5 4 1, 6 5 4 1, 5 6 2 1, 6 5 2 1. Okay, and then the next part is the vamp. I'm already loved, I'm already chosen. Okay, so 5 is B flat, 6 is C minor, 4 is A flat, and 3 is G. 5, B flat, 6 is C minor, 4 is A flat, and then the 3 chord. So 3 bass is not the original 3. If you listen to the track, it's not G minor, so the diatonic chord on the 3 is G, B flat, D, but it's actually a 1 chord just with the 3 on the bottom. So 1 chord is E flat, G, B flat, as you can see, and the 3 just goes to the bottom like so. So you play it like this. Alright, and you can play your right hand in different inversions. Okay, so, or you can play down here like so. 1 over 3. Okay, just wanted to clarify that. Let's do it again. I'm already loved 5 6. I'm already chosen. I know who I am. I know that you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I can imagine. That is enough. Alright, that is enough. Remember, it's a 2 chord. Remember, it's the F minor 7 with the F and C on the bottom. That is enough into the 1 chord. Okay, and I think they tag the that is enough, and they kind of drag it out. That is enough. That is enough. And the next part, that is enough. That is enough. That is. It's just repeating the 5, 6, and 4, 3. So, that is enough. And then it goes to 5, 6. That is enough. Then the 4, 3. That is enough. And then more than enough. Or you are enough. You are enough. That is enough. That's it. It's just repeating, right? And then the next part is the bridge. Da 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 da. Let's break that down. If he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much more will he clothe you? Very simple. It's just a 4 3. Like, it's just repeating. So 4 is A flat, and then the 3, which we remember we said the 3 is actually not the G minor diatonic, but actually a 1 chord with the 3 on the bottom, with the 3, which is G on the bottom. So if he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much more will he clothe you? If he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? Very simple. Okay, so 4 chord A flat. Okay, A flat, C, E flat. The A flat and E flat on the bottom. And the 3 chord, she said E flat over G. I'm also repeating the E flat here. Okay, so it's a more full chord, like so. Okay. Okay, so that was that part. Vamp 3 is more than you ask. More than you ask, nothing but imagine. According to what's power, it's working in us. It's more than enough. It's more than you ask, think, or imagine. According to His power, it's working in us. It's more than enough. Sorry if I'm butchering the song with my singing, but look, we got a simple 5-6-2-1, 5-6-2-1. So it's more than you ask. It's just a regular B flat, D, F. Remember, the formula for simple chords is just repeating the 1 and the 5 in my left hand to play with both hands. Right? So 5 is B flat, and then 6, C minor. Okay, so more than you ask, think, or imagine. According to, right, F minor 7th, His power is working in us. It's more than enough. Okay, I think we've covered the whole song. You can pause, rewind this video if you miss certain things, or you want to look over my chords because you're a beginner. But it's all coming from the diatonic chords. That's the main mission of this video, is to show you that there are diatonic chords that you could use to quickly get the chords if you understand the numbers. Okay, so you might be asking, well, how did I even get the numbers? Well, you have to listen to the song, right? You got to listen to the song to get the numbers. So I would queue up the track. So here's the track here, and so this is what I would do, right? So I would just play, right? And I'm listening to the, okay, so that's what I heard, right? I took the time to learn that, right? So I'm playing it right now, but it might have taken me some time to, like, okay, listen, rewind. Okay, it's like G, B flat, C. Okay, so what I do, I listen to the first few notes in the song to try and pick up the scale. If I can get the scale, I have the key. Okay, so this part, getting the actual numbers, charting out the numbers, which I did before this video, would take some time. All right, so but the more you do it, the faster you will become. Okay, so don't get discouraged. But right, that's what I heard. So I have a G, B flat, C, F. So I'm asking myself, what scale has these notes? Okay, what scale? Depending on your skill level, you might know right away, hey, these notes are found in a couple keys. In the F major scale. Okay, maybe let's use our diatonic chords. Let's say you're a beginner, you don't know, like, what? Okay, it's F, G, B flat, C, right? Right, these are the notes. Okay, so these are the notes here. Here's F, G, B flat, C. Right, so it could be an F. The song could be an F, right? But there's also other keys it could be in that has these notes. All of these notes. B flat has a, yep, F, G, B flat, C. Could be in B flat. And I think there was one more. Well, we already know it's in E flat, but right, F, G, B flat, C, so it could be in E flat as well. So let's listen to the song further to get more clues as to what key. So I listened to what the piano player was actually playing. Right? Yeah, it's a. Okay. Okay, that sounds like this is the main key of the song. That's what I meant to say. Right? So E flat. Okay. So once you listen to the melody and you pick out all the notes, you can make an educated guess as to what key this is in. Okay. So we have all these notes just from the beginning of the song. Okay, and what scale has B flat, C, E flat, F, G, B flat, and C? Like what? That's just, it's probably E flat, right? If you arrange it from E flat, okay. So it's most likely that this song is in E flat. Okay, and then I would go through and listen to the. I'll never be more loved. I'll never be more loved. I listen to the bass note. Okay, so whatever instrument is playing, whether it's piano, guitar. I'll never be more loved. So I heard. Now this is where air training comes in, right? I'll never be more loved. So I would sing the bass note. Da, 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 da. What is that? Da, da. Oh, it's a C, B flat. So because I've established my key, right? I've heard da, da, and it's a C, B flat. So, oh, C is a 6. All right, that's the verse here. Let's go back to the verse. Is that what it is? Let's go back to the verse. That's intro. Oh, here it goes. 6. I'll never be chosen. So that's the 5. So I've used my ear to determine these numbers. So I went through the whole song and just listened to the bass note. Okay. Then I am right now. So then I am right now. That's a 4. Okay. If we go to our diatonic chords, a 4, or the scale rather, a 4 is A flat. So da da. Okay. So I determined the notes. Da da. So it's a 4-1. Then I am right now. So as you can see, I put a 4 and a 1 there. Okay. So I did that. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but that's where I got the numbers from. I listened to the song, listened to the bass notes, and I wrote it out. Okay. So now for where we want to get to, how do we play this in a different key? Well, I kind of showed it earlier in the video, but let's say we wanted to play it in C, right? Because C is like a beginner key. It's all white keys, easy to play. So let's say we wanted to learn the intro. It's 6 1 4 1. Okay, and we know how the song goes. So we go to our diatonic chords. Again, if you want to get access to this, click the link below, grab my free PDF, and sign up for the Gospel Quick Start course to get access to this diatonic chords PDF. So we know our C major scale. We want to play Jireh in C. So step 1 is to know the scale and the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Step 2 is to know the diatonic chords. Okay, so I'm speeding through here, but it's all written out here, right? So my diatonic chords. You just take time to learn them, memorize them. So I've written it out, and it's like, okay, let's do the intro song. Now it's gonna sound different, right? So I would hum it in my head, but I'm just gonna play the diatonic chords, right? So alright. Alright, now I've taken time to go through that, but if I didn't know all the melody and the lines, I would just play the basic chords. So 6, which is A minor, and C, which is 1, and 4, which is F, and the 1, right? Let's quickly skip over. 6 is A minor, A, C, E, repeat the top and the bottom, and C major, C, E, G. I'm playing it in first inversion, repeating the 1 and the 5 on the bottom. So 6 1, and then the 4. What's the 4? It's F, A, C, and then back to C. See how I've played in a different key, like super fast without stress, right? Now let's say I want to go to the verse. Now it's in a different key, so it might be a little weird because you've memorized it in that original key, but I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Wasn't holding you up. Sorry, I can't sing it. And It doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never need more love than I am right now. All right, so these are I'm just playing the diatonic chords based on the numbers, okay, that I see. Okay, you see how that works? So now if I want to go to the chorus, I'm gonna skip to the chorus in C. So we have a 4, 5, 6, you already 4, 1. So Jireh, you are enough, right? It's a 5, 6, 4, 1, and I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough, right? Let's break it down. So 5, 6, 5 is just a G major, G, B, D. Okay, and then 6 is A minor, and then what was the next chord? Oh, 4, 1. 4 is F, A, C, and then to the 1 chord. Okay, the 2 chord in C is D minor, D, F, A. But like I said, it's not a D, F, A in the track. It's actually a D minor 7th. So it's D, F, A, C. And again, 7th because the chord is D minor, and we're adding the 7th, which is 7 steps from D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So D minor 7th, and we just put the D and the A on the bottom. So you get an F major over the D over the D and A. Okay, nice fuller sounding chord. Okay, so this is original position, the D minor 7th. Right, and then you could voice it in your left hand with D and the A on the bottom. All right, so that's in C, and we could go through forever enough. It's a 5, 6, more than enough. Here's the 1/3. 1 is C major. So let's say we want to go to the bump with the forever enough. That's a 5, 6, the 4 chord, and the 1/3. Okay. Let's go slow. What's the 5, 6? Oh, 5 is just G, G, B, D. 6 is just A minor, A, C, E. And the 2, we got the 2 minor 7th here. And the 1 chord, or the 1/3. Well, 2, 1. Okay. Sorry, I did that wrong. 5, 6, 4 to the 1/3. Okay, so I'm playing a 1 chord, C major, first inversion, over the E, which is the 3 in C major. 1 is the 3, put the E on the bottom. So that's 1/3. Okay, C major over E. Okay. And then the I'm already loved, I'm already chosen. Okay, just a 5, 6, 4, 3. I'm already loved more than I could imagine. That is enough. And then it just repeats, right? Okay. What's the next part? Oh, that is enough. That is enough. That's a 5, 6. That is enough. 4, 3. That is enough. That was a 5, 6. 4, 3. 2, 2, 2. That is enough. That is enough. That is enough. And then it goes to the next part, which is the bridge. If he dresses the ladies, beauty and splendor, 4, 3. So the 4, 3. Let's go to our diatonic chords. The 4 is an F major. Remember the 3. The 3 is a E minor, E, G, B, but it's not actually a B because that's not in the. If you listen to the track, the quality is not the B. It's actually a C. So it's just a C major with the 3 on the bottom. So when you see a 4, when I put a 3, I know that it's a 1/3. Okay. but the bass note is a 3, which is E. 1, 2, 3. We're in the key of C. And it just repeats. If he dresses the lily to beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much more will he clothe you? If he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? And then it goes back to Jireh, right? Oh, no. More than you ask, think, or imagine, according to his power. I'm just following the numbers. It's working in us. It's more than enough. What if you wanted to play in the key of, let's say D major? Okay, you want to rock it out in D major. So if you're a beginner, you could grab my Diatonic Chords PDF, download my PDF below, grab the quick start course, get access to this. Okay, so we're gonna do Jireh in D major. All right, so we gotta know the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's my D major scale, and that's the numbers. So I should know the numbers. This is a 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7. And then the same process. I'm gonna learn my diatonic chords. I'm not gonna go through each one here, but it's there. And you would take your time and go through. This is the 1 chord. Oh, D major. 2 chord is E minor. Okay. 3 chord is F sharp minor. Okay. 4 chord is G major. The 5 chord is A major. The 6 chord is B minor. The 6 chord is B minor. The 7 chord is C sharp diminished. Okay, and you just take your time and just internalize that. And then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start the song in D. Okay. Wow, I'm magically in D major. What am I doing? I'm just following 6, 1, 4, 1. 6 chord is B minor, and the 1 chord is D major, and then the 4 chord is G major, and the 1 chord is D major. Okay? Because my praise team can't sing it in the original E flat, so we got to do it in D. No problem. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. I'll hold you up, then I'll let you down. It doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Pardon my singing. Can't hear myself, so it's probably off, but same process. 6, 5, 4, 1, all the numbers. It's all here. 6, 5, 4, 1. Okay. Now I want to go. Let's skip the second verse. Let's go to the chorus. Boom. 5, 6, 4, 1. Easy. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. Don't laugh at me. Jireh, you are enough. I actually like this song. It's cool. But that's what I would do if I wanted to play it in D major. I have the numbers, and now I have my diatonic chords. Okay? And the bump. Here we go. Forever enough, always enough. That's a 6, the 4, the 1 over 3. More than enough, always enough. More than enough. Easy. Okay, and what's the next part? The vamp. I'm already loved. That's a 5, 6. I'm already chosen. There's a 1 over 3, right? I'm already 5, 6. And now I know what you spoke to. More than you imagine. That is enough. And then it repeats. And then they tag the that is enough. There's the 2 chord. We gotta explain that 2 chord again. Remember, the 2 chord is in E minor, but it's actually, that's a diatonic, the basic chord, but it's, like we said, it's an E minor 7. So the 2 is a minor 7, and in the key of D, the 2 minor 7th. So the chord built on the E, which is 2 in D major, is E, G, B, D. Okay, and then again we voice the 1 and the 5, which is the E and the B on the bottom. So we have this, repeat the E and the B on the bottom, and then take out the E here. So we got like a G over E, G major chord over E and B. Okay. All right. Oh, and then the vamp where they're that is enough. That is enough. That is enough. Sorry. That is enough. I'm playing it wrong. 5, 6, and then the 4, 3. That is enough. That is enough. And then they go, if he dresses the lilies. It's just a 4 chord on the 3. Remember the 4 is G, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 3 is F sharp. But remember we said the 3 chord is not the diatonic F sharp minor. It's actually a D major, which is the 1 chord, but over the 3. So I'll do. Let's do it. If he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much glory do? If he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? And then they tagged it a few times. And then the vamp 3. This song is long, boy. It's more than you ask, think, or imagine. According to his power, it's working in us. It's more than enough. Okay, again, these are just the numbers for the chords. 5, 6. 5 is a A major, A, C sharp, E. 6 is a B minor, B, D, F sharp. The 2 minor 7th is E, G, B, D. And then the 1 chord, D, F sharp, A. And I'm just playing in the first inversion with the D and the A on the bottom. Okay, you could pause and rewind this video if you have to, but that's the whole song in chunks and pieces. So we went through E flat, we went through the key of C and D. You could do it in F too for fun. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit quicker because this video is going a little long, but let's say we're in F major. Did we do F already? No, we did it kind of in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know the notes in the scale and the numbers. Then I know my diatonic chords built on that scale. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have all my chords, and I go back to my chord chart. Oh, sorry. You gotta reset in the new key. So it's a D minor, it's just 6 to the 1 chord, and then the 4 chord, 1. And then Mr. Man goes into the verse here. Then I am right now, wasn't holding you up, and I let you down. It doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more in love than I am right now. And then second verse is the same thing, and then the chorus, Jireh, you are enough. I'm just playing the diatonic chords. Jireh, you are enough, and I will be content. That's the 5, 6 in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough, forever enough, always enough, more than enough, forever enough, always enough, forever enough. Sorry, I messed that up. Okay, for beginner, 5, 6. All right, 5 is just C major, C, E, G, with the C and G on the bottom. 6 is D minor, D, F, A, D and A on the bottom, And then what was the chord progression for that part? 4 and then 1/3. So 4 is B flat, D, F, with the B flat and F on the bottom. And then 1/3, which is F major, first inversion, over the 3, which is A. Okay? And then the next part, I'm already loved, I'm already chosen, I know who I am, I know what you spoke. Sorry, I messed up. And I love, wouldn't imagine that is enough. And then they repeat, that is enough, after a couple times. That is enough. Next vamp. That is enough. That's a 5/6. That is enough. That is enough. That is enough. Right? And then the bridge. If he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? How much more will he clothe you? If he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? And it repeats. And then the third vamp is more than you think or imagine, according to his power is working in us. It's more than enough. Okay? So simple. 5, 6, 2, and 1. Oh, what 5, 6, 2, and 1? Boy, same thing. C, E, G, 5. D, A, F is the 6. Is it a 2, 1? Yeah, 2, 1. 2, which is G, B flat, D. But in this case, remember, we said the 2 is a minor 7th chord. So it's G, B flat, D, and F. We put the G and the D on the bottom. So we got a B flat over G and D. B flat chord over G and D. And then the 1 chord, F, A, C, as you can see. First inversion with the F and C on the bottom. Okay? So that was the third vamp, and that was it. Oh, we did a lot. So I showed you original key, E flat. I showed you D, C, D, and F. So you could do it in all 12 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's recap the process. Figure out what key you want to do it in. Know the scales. Put the numbers to it. Right? Know the diatonic chords like I showed you. Okay? Then you chart out the bass progressions by listening to the bass notes of the entire song, which gives you the chord structure, the chord progressions. Okay? And then we didn't cover this too much in this video. You enhance the chords, right? You listen to the track and try to listen to now the different voicings and different inversions, right? And different little melodic lines that they do, right? So like in E flat, you know, the 6, this is a basic, right? But if you listen, he does a, right? So it's a 6, 1, sorry. Right? That's for another video. But I usually like to learn the basics first before I do the nice melodic and movements and riffs. Okay? But that's for a next video. Drop a comment. Let me know if this was helpful at all. If you understand how to form the structure of a song and how to play in different keys. All right? Peace. Want to learn how to play even more gospel chords without theory overwhelm? Simply download the Top 7 Beginner Gospel Chords PDF by clicking the link in the description. You'll learn about the top 7 must-know gospel chords and how to use them in gospel songs you already know. Again, to get access, hit that link below, and I'll see you on the inside.